There are certain words and expressions that really bother me because their literal meanings and the emotional content of them either do not match up or because people use them in one way and one way only. For example, when someone asks me how I'm doing, I love to answer them by saying, "Oh, it's been one of those days." No, the other kind. Because when someone says it's been one of those days, they mean it's been a bad one. Every time. Well, why should it mean that? A day is a day, and a good day is one of your days. Why can't a good day be one of those days? Why are only bad days one of those days? Another example is the word amateur. The first definition is a person who engages in a study, sport, or other activity for pleasure rather than for financial benefit or professional reasons, compared to professional. But most people use the third definition, a person inexperienced or unskilled in a particular activity. Much like with one of those days, we tend to pick the most unflattering or negative meaning of the word as our preferred definition. And don't even get me started on the word special. There was a time when that word meant unique and extraordinary, exceptional. But thanks to things like special ed, or the idea that everybody is special, that word has become all but useless. Can we not accept that some people are just better than the rest of us? The part that strikes me most about these is that, more often than not, the negativity is what is emphasized. I've often said that humans are inherently masochistic. They like to make martyrs of themselves. Humans also like to look down on the other guy. These words, properly applied, can accomplish either task, and those uses seem to be the default. One odd one is the word luck. It seems to have no default meaning and is dependent upon context, yet it is rarely explicitly defined as it's being used. For example, "That's just my luck" is always negative, but "I was lucky" is always positive. In my world, if I were in charge of language, luck would be a neutral word that only meant fate, and you would have to modify it with adjectives like good or bad to specify beneficial or detrimental luck. Do I even need to go into the bizarre evolution of the word gay? From happy to homosexual to some weird intersection of empowered and insulting, that's a word with more personalities than Sybil, and it's all down to context and how you use it to determine which is which. In any event, it strikes me as very odd the assumptions we make about language, the value judgments we attach to words that are at least technically neutral if we go by the strict dictionary definition. Whether it's just human assumption or political correctness gone bonkers, the language is a very odd thing. For my part, I like to shake it up every now and then, use an unexpected word or phrasing, find some linguistic way to force people to challenge their assumptions. Because, let's face it, if we don't shake things up and do something unexpected, how will we ever shock people out of their trance? How will we get them to stop running on automatic and instead to think? Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. You might also enjoy my webcomic, The Adventures of Kinneara Baxter. You'll find a link in the info bar. Come on, give me a thumbs up. You know, like the Fonz. Hey!